Disneyland, the happiest place on earth as we all know it. It's beautiful, works of art are brought to life, and it's a paradise. From small, little visual rides that kids love to intense, action-packed ones like falling from an elevator, I present to you the Disneyland Iceberg. You most certainly know how these iceberg charts work. The top of the iceberg is more known information, while the deeper parts of the iceberg are more obscure. Disneyland cats. There's a population of cats that live on the Disneyland property. It is said the population of cats is around 200, which are actually fed and taken care of by the staff members. Ashes in the Haunted Mansion. In the graveyard of the Haunted Mansion, people spread their ashes of the loved ones all around. This happens so often that they actually had to give Disney workers a special vacuum just to clean up dead people's ashes. Walt's frozen head. There's a rumor that Walt Disney's head is being frozen underground at Disneyland, so in the future they can wake up and revive his head. Forced perspective. Disney uses a technique known as forced perspective to make buildings look smaller, larger, appear closer, or farther. An example of this is Cinderella's castle. The first floor is built to scale, but the second story is built way smaller. George. There is a myth that a construction worker named George, who was working on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in the Magic Kingdom Park, was killed by a large support beam crushing him. There is a tall tower in the ride that cast members call George's Tower. This is because they say his initials are carved into it, and all attempts to remove them are useless because they always show back up. There isn't really concrete evidence that this is real, so for now, it's just a rumor. Utilidors. This is the underground system used at the Disney parks. It serves as a way for staff members to get around the park quicker and be hidden from public view. River Country. This is the first water park ever opened at Disney World. I couldn't find much about this. Cinderella Castle Suite. This is a really expensive hotel at the Cinderella Castle in the Magic Kingdom. 30 steps from a garbage can. There was a study to see how far apart each Disneyland garbage can were from each other. They concluded that they were no more than 30 feet apart. Walt Disney didn't want trash all over the park, so he decided to put each garbage can 30 feet away from each other. Walt's Candle. Right when you enter the Disneyland park, to the left there is a fire station, and in the middle window there is Walt's Candle, which he used to light. When he passed away, they extinguished the light, but it turned on soon after. There are rumors saying that his ghost still turns on the light to signify that he never left. Club 33. Disneyland has a private dining club known as Club 33. It's really expensive to pay, and on top of that, you have to be considered a special person to get in. Andy's Coming. This is referring to park guests telling the Toy Story mascots that you can take pictures and say Andy's coming. The joke is that they would have to recreate the Andy's Coming scenes in Toy Story by just flopping to the ground, but that doesn't really happen. Main Street windows. Don't really know what this is referring to, but I did find out that the windows in Main Street have names of employees who have worked there. Half light bulb. In the Coca-Cola refreshment corner in Main Street, one of the lights is painted half white and half red. Walt Disney painted it half red because he saw the two white light bulbs next to each other, so he painted one half red to correct the pattern. Monorail deaths. On July 5th, 2009, a monorail driver was killed when his monorail crashed into another monorail due to change malfunction. I don't know if there are any other monorail deaths. This is the only one I could find. Mr. One-Way. Mr. One-Way is a rumored ghost that haunts the Hyperspace Mountain ride. He is said to interact with guests in line and ride with single riders, and has apparently also appeared in the cast locker room. There is actually a CCTV video that shows Mr. One-Way allegedly sitting down with a single rider. America Scene's death. On July 8th, 1974, Deborah Gale Stone was murdered on the American Sings ride when wandering near a rotating wall and a stationary wall, crushing her to death. Walt is alive. I can't take this one seriously since we all know he's pretty much dead. This is just a theory that he is alive and hiding in the Disney parks. Haunted Mansion security footage. On the Haunted Mansion ride queue line, the cameras caught a humanoid figure walking along the path. People were saying this is just a weird lighting glitch, or it was the ghost of Walt Disney. This has actually been debunked, and it was a maintenance worker who was edited on the empty queue at night. Platform Delta. On the Tower of Terror ride, there are 4 platforms. A bellhop working on Platform Delta was loading onto the attraction and just dropped dead on the spot. The ghost now haunts the Tower of Terror. There are reports of lights flickering, or the attraction would shut down or freeze. Pirates of the Caribbean Real Bones. On the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disneyland, it is said that the skeletons actually were once real skulls instead of fake ones. This is actually confirmed true. They were actually all removed except for one. The one that is still kept is on this backboard near, I don't know, I'll show a picture of it, but it is near the backboard, and that one is still confirmed to be the only real one. The one on the backboard, you can't really see it on video, but yeah, that's yeah. Haunted Mansion is actually haunted. Some people believe the Haunted Mansion is actually haunted. We don't know that, so I guess we'll just have to keep speculating. Snow White dies. I don't really know what this is talking about, but this might be just a theory that the end of Snow White is her dead. Escape from Tomorrow. Escape from Tomorrow is a horror film that was filmed at Disneyland. It was filmed in secret, and they never asked Disney for permission. Discovery Island. Discovery Island was a zoo at Disney World where people could visit and see different types of animals. It closed on April 8th, 1974, and it's a total ghost town. Big Red. I couldn't find much. This is just a Disney film, I guess. Hell. I'm pretty sure this is talking about how hell is depicted in a lot of Disney works. Javier Cruz. Javier Cruz was dressed as a Pluto mascot during the Share a Dream Come True parade in Magic Kingdom. His foot was caught in a multi-section float and was tragically ran over and killed. Urban Explorers blackmail. So a YouTuber known as Matt Sanswa, he looks inside like Walt Disney's abandoned plane and I think the Stitch ride, and went on Discovery Island. Disney didn't take too kindly of this when he posted the videos, and he claimed that Disney blackmailed him. Haunted Mansion window ghost. I couldn't find much on this, but apparently in a window there is a ghost that haunts the Haunted Mansion. I don't know. No one can die at Disney. This is true because no one is allowed to be confirmed dead inside the Disney parks. They confirm them dead once they get out. Emu meat. This is a rumor that the chicken legs sold at the Disney parks are actually from emos because of I said emos. This is a rumor that the chicken legs sold at Disney parks are actually from emus because of how large they are and didn't match the size of a chicken leg. They actually just use male chicken legs instead of female ones. Jungle Cruise frogs. Don't know what this is. I think there once were animatronic frogs on the ride, but were removed. Matterhorn Christmas tree. Every Christmas, Disney used to put a giant star on top of the Matterhorn. Unfortunately, now they don't really do that anymore. Before we move on to the next topic, I have a very special message from Chewbacca himself, so please listen. Chewie! Should they subscribe? He says yes. If Chewbacca telling you to subscribe isn't a reason to subscribe, then I don't know what is. UFO. This could mean a multitude of things, but it could be that UFOs are believed to be stored at Disney. Westcot. Before California Adventure existed, Disney was planning on making a Western version of Epcot known as Westcot. Galaxy's Edge Coverup. I did a bunch of research on this. I could not find a thing. If someone down below in the comments could know what this is, please tell me. That would be great. Land in Texas. I found that this is a rumor that Disneyland was leaving California to be located in Texas, but we all know that's a bit too far-fetched. Slain Knights. On the Haunted Mansion ride, there was a cast member who would dress up as a knight and scare guests on their doom buggies, just like Halloween Horror Nights. Disney has removed the Slain Knights from the ride, as guests have been hitting them on impulse due to being scared. Chewy mode. On the Smuggler's Run ride in Galaxy's Edge, every rider has to press a certain button before the ride starts. If everyone does this, a secret mode known as Chewy mode will be unlocked, where Hondo Okana's voice lines would be replaced with Chewbacca's voice. Yippies Riot. In 1970, a group of protesters known as Yippies invaded Disneyland, claiming they were going to liberate Minnie Mouse. Tiki Room Fire. In the Tiki Room attraction at Magic Kingdom, the attic caught fire. The fire was put out relatively quickly and was closed. COVID cover-up. During COVID, Disney was getting extremely low numbers. They were said to be covering up for COVID by giving out false negative tests and not having viable tests at Downtown Disney. Disney Quest Fire. I couldn't find much about this. I think this is talking about the Treasure of the Incas attraction. Treasure of the Incas has players drive a small remote control truck through the maze to find treasure. This attraction closed due to one of the vehicles catching fire. Boneyard. I couldn't find much about this. This is just a kid's playground at Magic Kingdom. Alien Encounter Documentary. This was a ride in Tomorrowland Magic Kingdom, which was a sort of scary themed ride. This was closed in 2003. Disney advertised this ride by talking about different alien sightings. Hidden Caves to Disneyland. This was a fake video made by David August, which shows a cave that would lead you to the Tom Sawyer Island. This makes no sense. Madame Leota Real Seance. This is talking about the seances Madame Leota recites on the Haunted Mansion ride. I guess they're saying these seances are real? I don't really know. I also don't know what a seance is. Cartoon Man. Cartoon Man is a character who is in the Tragedy at Disney's Toontown creepypasta. This creepypasta is actually very interesting, and I recommend reading it or listening to it. Lost Muppet Vision pre-show. I think this is the version of a pre-show that was lost or never used in the Muppets 3D attraction. I could be wrong though, I didn't find much about this. Tower of Terror Body Under the Stairs. In the Tower of Terror ride, once you finish riding and walk down the exit stairs, if you take a close look under the stairs, you can see a pair of legs sticking out. Haunted Mansion 1966. I don't know what this is referring to since the Haunted Mansion ride opened in 1969. This could be talking about New Orleans Square, which was opened in 1966. This is where the Haunted Mansion ride is located. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride last night. I could not find anything about this. Maybe on the day of closure something happened, I don't really know. Eschner's Keep. There's a fictional attraction known as Eschner's Keep. It was built in the Cinderella Castle, but it was not opened due to Walt wanting it for himself. Epcot Lost Pavilions. In Disney World, Epcot was planning on having 12 countries, but they were all cancelled and never saw the light of day. Atlantis Expedition. This was going to be a ride replacement for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Disney Secret Service. In the Disney parks, there are security guards dressed as normal park guests. They are basically undercover cops, but for Disney parks. Epcot phone number. In the UK telephone booths at Epcot, each phone booth had a phone number and people could call them. These phone booths are said to no longer be operational. Ratatouille ride cancelled. The upcoming Ratatouille ride in Disney World was rumored to be cancelled. However, this is not the case. Due to COVID, the ride didn't open on its original announced date in the summer of 2020. Fortunately, it will not be cancelled since construction on the ride is still going underway. Disney Cemetery. This could mean multiple things. This is probably talking about where Walt Disney was buried. I have no clue. Michael Eisner blackmail. So I think this is talking about Michael Eisner, who is a former Disney CEO being accused of blackmail to maintain Disney World dominance in the Florida theme park business. Pete Mascot. People on the internet are wondering why Pete is not a mutable mascot in Disney parks. People wonder this because he's a regular in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so it's understandable why people wonder this. I did find out that Pete did appear in Disney's Fantasy Parade in the early years of Walt Disney World, before being replaced by Cruella, being never used again. Wishes Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish is a foundation that helps children in need. They let children choose a place they want to visit, and most of them choose the Disney theme park. Walt Disney's final ride. The very last ride Walt Disney rode before passing away was the Pirates of the Caribbean's ride. And with that, the iceberg is done. I had so much fun recording footage and researching these topics. It sucks that it's all coming to an end. By the way, this is my first iceberg video. So if I mess up or did a couple things wrong, please let me know. I plan on making more iceberg videos soon, so I want to better this because this is my first time doing this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe as it helps a lot. And everyone, have a good one.